Hi everyone. We are from Group 6. Today we are going to do our first group video recording for our group. But this one is actually for a subject course of LAX2069. All right. So before we continue, let us reintroduce ourselves first. Let me start. My name is Zulhelmy Bin Badrunzaman. My metric number J46127.
Hi
Okay.
everyone, my name is Abdul Qader bin Ghulam Qader. My matrix number is J46135.
Hi, my name is Deva Ambika Krishnan. My metric number is J46126.
All right, so guys, since this is our first video, our first task is to actually identify 5 themes or topics to be discussed for next 5 weeks. For next 5 weeks, what are the topic or maybe the themes that we are going to select from the news or from the media that we're about to discuss. All right, so you guys have any idea?
First theme I like to choose is about the child abuse, because nowadays we can see a lot of people do mistake with the child, not using the proper way, and some of them have a really bad news, and we can see at the headlines it's global, not just in Malaysia but in other country also. What do you guys' opinion? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, we agree with you. Internationally, we are facing so many crimes nowadays, like drug abuse, murder, and that's it's a good thing for us to discuss.
What about you, Zola? Do you agree?
I actually totally agree with both of you because in my opinion, there's a lot of child abuse news nowadays, especially one that I can recall because I always went to YouTube compared to newspaper, but I actually followed this one abuse case, which is Adik Bella, if you guys actually went through, because Adik Bella is this what we call that
Down syndrome.
Yeah, she's considered a special kids that has been actually taking care at one homes, which is a home under this person named Bainon, if not mistaken, and then she have been abused there, by the staff and all that. But then surprisingly, these abuse activities actually been directed by Nun herself, which is the owner of the homes. So it has actually get quite how to say attention from the social media people, especially from the YouTube channel, because some of the several what we call that YouTubers and also the influencer did really cover about the news. So this is one of the sample that really struck my head, and then I can recall basically if you guys were to actually ask me, yes, I totally agree. Maybe we can actually dig more, and then we can discuss more. What are the factors? Why people did this? Are they really, are they in a good thinking or rationals? Rationals mind. Why did they do this? So we need to study about this further.
Because I choose this topic because I read the article from the Metro News. For this year only, 200 child abuse case reported this year. From January to September in Penang. So I think this topic is quite interesting. So this is our first topic for the next week. I think. Do you if you all agree? And then for the second topic, do you have any idea?
Deva, what do you think about our second topic next? Besides child abuse.
Besides child abuse, I think crime is one of the best topic for us because nowadays in Malaysia, I think we have increase in crime, especially in drug abuse. In all the areas, we can see the drug peoples in each areas. This is happened because of the increase of the crime, and also beside that, murder. Is murder can say that adults or children, like
There's a
what
lot.
Qader say, child abuse. Child abuse and become when child abuse, when they do the child abuse, when they dead, so it's become a murder. So that is a crime. So I think crime is one of the best topic for us. That's a second topic for us to discuss.
It's really close with the first topics,
Yes,
and I
you're
like
right.
because crime happen every day, everywhere, and and then there is someone affected by the crime as a victim, and they also have why they do the crime. Also, we can discuss, and then the headlines for the crime in not in Malaysia only, but in overseas also. I just read from the what we call it website, CBS News. Man charged with the threatening Boston doctor caring for transgender children. So it's quite also interesting because the threatening also a crime. And then I totally agree with this second topic.
That's good.
Honestly, I also agree. Just that I need to admit that in my everyday life, I'm trying to actually avoid the what you call that, some kind of like this kind of so-called negative news. Because for me, before I start my day, usually I like to go through this portal news and all that. But then when it comes to some of the news, for me, crimes, in my personal opinion, is like consider kind of like a negative, it can really give me a negative thoughts and also negative energy. So usually I won't go through crimes news so much. But then, for the sake of this study, I think that it's actually very good for us to really, to really understand further why there are so many crimes. Not saying internationally, but then even locally also, as like mentioned just now by Qader, when we really like zoom into child abuse just now, it's also considered part of the crime. But then only in Penang, there is actually 200 cases already. So what about another and in the other region as well of the entire country? I believe there will be like thousands, hundreds and thousands of cases every single day have been recorded and then unrecorded. This since we already choose specifically for child, now let's go for the bigger scope about the crime, so we can actually cover further and cover more details about this. I agree.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we move to the third topic about our team. I think it's about the this story. It's about the sport event. I think sport event because
I
today
agree.
Interesting. Yeah, workout.
having two topics giving like a negative, how to say, energy. Now let's go go through the positive vibes a bit, because even now also we are in the World Cup, is it, if I'm not mistaken? I'm so sorry, I'm not that
World Cup.
So World Cup, it was everywhere in the news.
So we can discuss about the sport, or the overall what's happening in the World Cup. So which will give a big picture. I think like Zul, just when you say that you are not that very close to the World Cup, maybe when we do some
because World Cup is the biggest football game in the world.
That is why they call it the World Cup.
So we can discuss furthermore about sport event, especially about the World Cup. And then the fourth team, I think, do you have any idea? We move from the crime, child abuse to crime to the sport, and then sport to other. I think, do you have any other topics?
Yeah, I have some idea. Besides these three topics, why not we discuss about education? So like
education,
we are
already
already
I
15
totally
already.
agree with you because we also the
Student.
we work
Yeah.
every day and
Yeah.
then at night we study. So it's about the long distance student, out campus student like us. So
We are
it's very
eventually
nice.
we
We can
are
talk about
eventually
the
attending to two different university at the same time, which is
Yes.
University of Putra Malaysia and also University of Life.
yes. So the last topic, we can talk about the
Anything
news
about
today.
the natural disaster or something?
Natural
Do you have any idea?
disaster
Oh, that's great,
about
Deva.
flood. I think flood is
Yeah,
suitable.
because currently
Oh, yeah.
there's flooding everywhere in Malaysia, as well as
Yes.
Yeah.
beside the politician
In
news,
last
so we
year.
also have these floods happening around. It's raining everywhere.
Yes, it's different from the past 5 years. Long time ago, they just flood in the east coast of Malaysia, but
Yes.
nowadays in the capital city also flood and in the rural area
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
So
All the
it's flood everywhere.
I think this is gonna be
yes,
very
yes,
exciting.
you're right. I think
I think
last
that's
years.
all need to discuss because we
Yeah,
are
sure,
time
we'll be
here.
expecting.
We can meet, set up another meeting for the next video
Will be our
regarding
first
the topic that we discussed. Let me recall. It's about first for the child abuse, second the crime, third for the sport event, fourth for the education, and lastly for the flood.
Yeah, our team
Alright.
is a
Yeah,
flood.
yeah, you're right. So
Thank you.
next
Okay, thank you
video.
so much,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So we will meet you guys for our next next meeting.
Thank